internet. Beyonce's internet never forgets. So welcome to today's YouTube video. Guys, in today's video we're going to be talking about social media etiquette. I think that it's time we talk about this just because like lately I have been getting so many interesting experiences with people on social media, and I have just realized that some of us don't know. So let's talk. First off, what is social media etiquette? Social media etiquette is like do's and don'ts, things you should do and things you should not be doing on social media. So I'm going to give a bit of background. I know that a lot of us feel like we're at home, we're just like with our devices, you know, I bought my phone, I bought my internet so I can talk however and do whatever I please. While that might be great, that's hurting someone else, and that could eventually hurt you as a person. Maybe not now, but in the long run, in the future. So I'll just start by something that happened to me a few weeks ago. So I posted a reel, someone like, you know, comment something on it, and I responded. I was like, girl, bye. And then I just realized that, oh my god, this person actually is seriously thinking that they are trying to communicate to me and I'm not listening. And mind you, I did not get here by just, you know, waiting to get here. This has taken a lot of personal development on my path to get here. Going in with my Glamglow Moisturizer, I just realized that she actually did not know. So I sent her a DM. I was like, hi, I see that you're trying to communicate something. If you were trying to communicate something, then that's not how to go about it. So she responded and she was like, oh my god, hi, I seriously didn't know, blah blah blah. And then I just realized that a lot of us don't know. So here are the social media etiquettes. Number 1, be polite. It is your internet and it's your device, but like be polite, especially because like your approach in asking people for things is going to influence how they respond to doing the things that you're asking them to do for you. So don't say, oh yeah, where did you get this from? That's rude. You should say, hi, could you please tell me where you got that thing from? You might have posted it, but I definitely missed it. Could you please share that with me? That's how to be polite on social media. Don't forget your manners. Applies to social media as it would apply to real life. Learn how to give constructive feedback. I'll explain. Constructive feedback is saying, hi, while the content you posted speaks to this, I don't really agree and here's my why. So I just went to grab my Taos Cosmetics Dolly Lana palette. I'm not doing anything new, guys. You guys already always know what I do on my eyes. Some browns, some oranges, some golds, and we call it quits. So I'm just going to take this brown color. I'm going to take that one and go over it with my crease. This depends on the kind of person that you are. There are people who like take the things that are happening in other people's lives and like go on their stories to make all this like, you know, whole funny ass ha 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 kind conversation about it. I forgot, guys, when you're doing your makeup, put your lip balm so that your lips start moisturizing before you eventually have to do your lip makeup. I totally forgot that. This is the one from Burt's Bees. I've had this for a while. If you're doing it on Insta stories disappear after 24 hours, which, you know, we can be like, yeah, that kind of gives me 24 hours to do as I please. But the problem is that with that is like, what happens if, you know, people begin to reshare that content and then someone who might be a potential employer sees it, screenshots it, and then just remembers it. And then these days when you fill some job applications, they will sometimes ask you for your social media. They do. Yes, now they do. Just because of the way that the world is becoming, it's no longer important as we used to think. You don't want them to see you as that kind of person. It doesn't like look good on you. Also, it also repels the opportunity of making new friends for you, because I know that, yeah, social media helps us connect better with our existing friends, but I have friends that I've never met because of social media. And imagine if I was someone who was always pulling people down or making fun of people. The thing is, if you're that kind of person, you can still make friends like on social media from doing that. But now the thing is, those kind of friends that you're making, are those really the kind of friends you want to have in your life? This one is up to you, to be honest. My personal opinion is limit your thirst traps. I know. That's because, remember, you become a whole new human being, you know, in like 5-10 years, and you know, and there's certain like tag photos of you floating on the internet. Those photos are there forever. You can't really get rid of them, you know, they're just there. And even if you delete it, trust me, it's saved somewhere. Somebody somewhere has it and is waiting for you to come and, you know, try to be great. And we don't want anything that's going to jeopardize our greatness because of like some funny decisions that we made while, you know, being in the moment. Another thing that I would say kind of would help with your social media etiquette: write with good English. Just because, like, okay, think of it like this: your social media, even if it doesn't bear your personal name, for the people who like know you and know that that's your social media account, it's an extension of your personal brand. So like, how do you want people to perceive you, right? If you think of how you want people to perceive you in real life, then transfer it to your social media. I'm just going to pick some orange, just a little bit of, when you're part of a conversation, so let's say that something is happening in the world and everybody's beginning to form opinions about it. So remember when we were doing Big Brother and like some people were just doing the most and dragging their fellow citizens on Beyonce's internet? I always say Beyonce's internet because it is Beyonce's internet. Well, I even read the story of someone who actually insulted someone on social media and then went for a job interview and found out that the person that they insulted on Twitter, the person that was interviewing them the next day. And I know that a lot of times you want to say, oh, that's not supposed to matter, you're supposed to hire people because of, you know, what they bring to the table, blah blah blah, but this is the real world, guys, and those ideals sometimes don't apply, you know. The thing is, when it comes to working with people, it all starts with the perception that they have of you. So if you've given a certain perception by certain acts that you have portrayed, it's really difficult to kind of change that person's mind towards you. And you know, when people hire, and okay, yes, some of us might say, why are you only talking about career and business? Why are you not talking about business? Some of us don't want to work for anyone and we don't care and we want to be our own bosses, which is really great. But here's the thing: even if you're a business owner, you still need to partner with people. You need to partner with other business owners. You need to partner with bigger brands. You need to work with people about it. You see this amazing brand you want to work with, if this brand goes across my social media, because that's the only thing that it can do right now, a Google search on me and my social media, right? And to see the kind of person that I might be, and they see certain words that don't align with their brand, they're not going to work with me. And you know the worst part about this thing? We've seen a lot of times when people have grown, people have changed who they are, and the things they say from like 5-10 years ago come back to bite them. Now, what should you be doing on social media? You should be contributing effectively. You should be connecting with people who have similar interests as you. Another thing you want to do is you want to listen and learn, but make sure you're learning the right things. A lot of times on social media, a lot of things are, oh god. So guys, I learned this trick: mixing your foundation with something. I forgot to mention, I picked up this joy oil from Arami and it smells divine. Like when I use it on my face, it makes me so calm. Oh god, guys, I really wish you could smell this right now. So the thing is, I just mix this particular oil with my foundation and it's not looking very great on my hand, but you would not know until we try it on my skin. This is a night oil as well. This is not for the daytime, but as I am the queen of trying new things, I have decided to give this a try today of all days. Can we go for a promenade on the square? Can we please? Mama! Mama! Brother wouldn't let me speak to the Duke of Hastings anymore. If you have not seen Bridgerton, guys, I'm sorry, you should see Bridgerton. If people are talking about something and you don't like it, you don't really have to leave a comment. You can scroll past. You will not die. I promise. This is probably the most personality you would see me have in a video, because like I said, this is coming up from a place of experience. When it comes to makeup, I'm someone who does the same things over and over and over again. Oh yeah, but cool trick I learned from TikTok recently, you could actually do this and lift your face a little bit. So I'm using this concealer in my shade to do this. While I am letting my concealer just get a little bit cakey, I'm going to go in with this. This is supposed to be black opal, but I do not think that this is black opal, for the record. I don't really do too much head makeup. I shall go in to do a little blending of my darker concealer. Oh my god, it's almost 1 p.m. and I am not done with my makeup. So another thing I would say on social media is to be careful when you're sharing. It's important to, like, yeah, you know, feel free to share as much information as you would like, but here is a little tiny teeny secret. You know that posting in real time and showing things that show exactly the place that you are at is such a bad idea. I know that we might not believe in stalkers or kidnappers or whatnot, but trust me guys, people, we saw what happened to Kim Kardashian in Paris. Posting in real time and giving away your location for free while you're still there is such a bad idea. It shows the world that you're having the time of your life. I'm not saying that you should not post in real time, but this is just saying to be careful. You can post that you're having lunch with your friends, but not showing where you're having your lunch until maybe you guys leave the location, especially if you're all women and you're hanging out together. I hate to break it to you guys, but the world is not 100% safe for women, especially women who are doing things alone on their own without a man. Well, do not be a troll. I think that this should have been the first thing that I said. Like, don't go on people's comments. So okay, you might go on people's comments and, you know, not be polite and not do all the other things, but you're not being a troll. Although you're being insensitive, you're not being a troll, so that's kind of forgivable. But you see, being a troll, creating fake accounts, you know, making people feel bad about themselves, that really speaks more about you than it does on the people that you're doing that to. It shows that you're really an unhappy person. If you do not like someone, unfollow them. If you think that you must absolutely have to follow them, you can mute them. I'm going to show you guys how to mute people right here on the screen. But it's even easier than taking your dog on a walk. It's easier than buying a car, I promise. Think about it. Why on earth are you putting... A lot of us wake up in the morning and the first thing we do is we look at our phones, right? If you're looking at your phone every morning, first thing you do, bad habits, by the way, very bad habits. I do it, so I'm not judging. Why do I want the first thing that I see in the morning to be someone that I do not like? Think about it. I mean, getting into why you might not like the person is a whole different conversation. You might not like someone for different reasons. That's not the topic of today's conversation. Ebony bronzer, I have shared this before, but if you're following them because you feel like it gives you things to talk about when you're with certain friends, you probably should lose those friends too. I'm just using this to like warm up my face and just, you know, give my face some depth and definition before I begin to set things. So, best setting powder ever, the Mercier one. It is very expensive for a setting powder, but it is worth every penny. Another thing is, be mindful of the privacy of people around you when you're sharing, you know. I know that sometimes we're so excited about, you know, trying to tell people that this cool thing is happening in our lives, that we're not really caring about other people around us. Make sure that when you're sharing your happy moments, you're not ruining somebody's life. While I'm waiting for, like, you know, my face to set, I'm just going to go in with a brow tamer. This is the actual life changer when it comes to doing your brows or making your brows look good, because it makes sure that your hard work stays in place all day. This one is from a Nigerian brand. Nigerian brands do make some really great products. I like to leave my thing to set for too long, so I'm just going to go in with my powder ASAP Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark. Ask people before you tag them. Don't just tag people on random things that they don't really have any business with. It's not good for anybody. Both you and them will be annoyed and you'll feel ignored. Another thing I would say is, I know that people say to just be yourself and do whatever, but you don't have to like go on the internet insulting other people. Like, it's not okay to insult other people in real life. So why is it okay to insult other people on the internet because you are trying to be real? I'm just going to finish whatever I'm doing off camera and then come back to finish up this video. Okay guys, so I have gone off camera to kind of get ready. I am just going to add some finishing touches to my makeup. I'm just going to put some blush. Next up is just putting some mascara. Because I lost my lashes when I went for the wedding, so I'm just going to take out my thing. Oh, look at those edges! Guys, let me come close so you can see. Well, I'm just going to let my hair down. I think we can do like a cute center part for now till we figure it out. That's it guys, we've come to the end of this video. I hope that you've learned one or two things on how to act on social media in order to get the best experience. I love you guys. See you in the next one.